Good morning, good morning, good morning to the grind, good morning to the work, good morning to the blessing of a new day. He gave us a new chance to get up. He gave us a new way to do it. He gave us new operation in the mind. He gave us a new chance to choose, to decide, to get to, put the best foot forward toward what we want in our lives. My name is KeJohnna Owens. This is the Grindology101 virtual podcast where we get up each and every morning, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. That's early on the West Coast, right? But they're already looking for a break on the East Coast. They're well into the day. So if you're in a competitive industry or market or have some kind of competitive tenet of success about yourself, man, you got to get up. You got to get up early and you got to feel good about getting up. And the main thing about you don't gotta, you get to. That's the real deal, man. When you wake up with a spirit of get to, you get to have 10 toes. You get to be blessed to turn on the hot water in the morning. You get to be blessed to turn on the cold water in the morning if the hot water is not working. There's people that wish they had that. We get to be blessed. Today, we also get to change those habits. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Looking at changing the habits that we have will change the life that we live. In this overtime. It's not instant. So we're coming into the end of the year. We're in the fourth quarter, deep into the fourth quarter of the fourth quarter. And now, we get a chance to prepare what we want in our lives for the first quarter of next year and the fourth quarter of this year. But it starts with changing those habits. Share with you a little bit about a change that I had to make in my life is working from a planner. When you work from a planner, you have a kind of sense of a DMO about your day. You have a sense of what you're going to do. You got a map and you got something to do because you wrote it down. If you're not writing something down each and every day about tomorrow, what do you expect? You're probably getting exactly what you put into it. That's really the blueprint. It's not real hard. I'm telling you, it's not. But it is a continual process. There's no quick, fix to it. There's no quick, all of a sudden I got it. My dad used to tell me stuff when I was 6, 7, 8 years old, 1, 2 years, I'm sure, baby, couldn't even think. But at 10, 11, 12, 13, he would tell me things that just didn't make sense. The teacher will appear when the student is ready. The faith that you have and what you want in your life. There's nothing free. I mean, all these different things that you'll like to hear when you're a kid. So it takes time to get to a point where you change those habits too. Waking up early. The first thing you want to do is stop hitting that snooze button. But if you've been hitting the snooze button for years, it's not going to be overnight to stop hitting the snooze button and pop on up and get on through the day. And if you can do it one day, it's still going to be a process to get it 2 and 3 and 4. But they say over 21 days or something consistent creates a habit. So start a habit towards what you want. And I like to say start a habit by removing a habit, replacing a habit. They say you can't get rid of a habit, but you can replace a habit. So let's think about some of those habits we want to replace. Procrastination being probably at the top of the list. I got a list here. I'm going to go through as we get into it today. But when you think about the habits that you have, are they helping you get to where you want to go? The saying, it is what it is. I think that's a part of habit mentality that will allow comfort to let what it is be what it is instead of the thing that it is that we don't want. We got to work towards fixing it. Don't get comfortable. It is what it is. Seems like a comfortable term, well, I can't do nothing about it anyway. It is what it is. Well, they fired me from the job. It is what it is. Well, the situation is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it, but there are things we can do about it. So here's a little mojo, as my man, the Ocean Morris would call it, that motivation in the morning. Wake up inspired, wake up encouraged, wake up motivated towards what you want in your day. There he is right there, DNA the grind, doing successful moves. My main man right there. That's my main man. Elder Pastor Ray Stovall, man. Dina Love, my brother. Mighty man of God. Married my wife and I. So it's an honor to see you up in on the grind this morning, sir. We most definitely will be getting together soon. Good morning to the grind. Come on now. Keep up the good work. Can't stop, won't stop. Let's get into some of that mojo. You woke up this morning. It's early. You might be just, man, what is this man talking about? I'm seeing him all the time. You know what you see? You see persistence. You see passion. You see commitment. You see follow through. You'll see follow up. You see the things that it takes to get there. So on the other side, we'll be able to tell the story about, man, how did you do it? That's how you do it. You get up. You get to work. You change some things about yourself that you want to change. And you do it over time. Work on getting rid of those habits. We all got them. Man, I'm on this all day. I need my coffee. Somebody out there need to send me some of that sponsored coffee out there. I got a couple of ideas, got a couple of shots out. Right, we're going to get it going. Have an amazing day. Let's get on to it. Some of that old mojo, man. You're on the Morning Grind Grindology101 Podcast with your guy, KeJohnna Owens. Stand by.
I know you don't feel like doing it, but do it anyway. It's you versus you. And the next level awaits. It's on you. You must take the first step. See, faith without works is dead. So I need you to take action right now. See, action is the foundational key to all success. And when you take action today, you put yourself in a position to be blessed tomorrow. I know they not doing nothing right now, but what they do ain't got nothing to do with you. Get your butt up off the couch. Get your butt up out the kitchen. Get your butt up out to the house and go do something right now to put yourself in a position to win tomorrow. See, greatness cannot be borrowed. Personal power is the ability to take action even when you don't feel like it. Personal power is the ability to do things that they won't do today so you can wake up and live the life that you want to live tomorrow. So that's why you are in that gym putting in all those hours. That's why you're studying so hard for your test. That's why you in there shooting all those jump shots. That's why you giving every ounce of your being, every ounce of your soul. When they won't, when they don't, that's when you do. Every change begins with a vision and a decision to take action. See, massive gratification, massive satisfaction comes when you win that internal conflict with yourself and you do what you didn't feel like doing. You feel so great after you get it done. You pat yourself on the back. And that's what we call celebrating a small win. See, it's a series of small wins that taking action leads to, that ultimately you win the championship. Ultimately, you achieve your major goal. Ultimately, you win in your game of life. And it all comes from taking action right now. So I need you to dream big. I need you to set goals, and I need you to take action. I need you to execute. See, what ain't taking breaks? You keep taking action, and ultimately, the day will come when your future self, the future you, is residing, is living in the lap of luxury, because you put in all the work, you put in all the time, you put in all the effort, you put in all the blood, you put in all the sweat, you put in all the tears. All that sweat equity is paying off, and like compound interest, you do a little bit today, you do a little bit more tomorrow, you do a little bit more the day after, and keep doing a little bit more, and before you know it, boom, you arrive at your
before you know it, you have arrived. It's a trip. It is. It is a trip. It is a journey. It is a road. It is a process. It is progress. And the only way you get to the other side of where you're going is you keep taking a step. Man, you said you're going to start the meal prep. Didn't happen. And start the meal prep again. You said you were going to keep the yard up. Man, okay, you missed some times. Get back on to it. We're going to miss along the way. The thing is, man, we get so frustrated into what we think it should be, how we think it should be, when we think it should happen, what we think we should have. And most times, if we're honest with ourselves, we haven't put in the work. Maybe we put in the immediate work, but we haven't put in the consistent, long suffering work of consistency to see what happens on the other side. See, the pain of getting there, man, stops us. Oh, it hurts. There's so many people that say no. There's so many people that say that's crazy. There's so many people that just, we give so much credibility to their opinion on what we should do. It stops you from going forward to what you want to do, changing the habit of where you go, changing the habit of who you go, where you go with, changing the habit of who you go, where you go, and what you do when you go there with them. And what's your goal? Can you stay focused? Can you stave off a weekend of the party for the Monday's work presentation that you need to deliver and prepare for? You want to give a proper preparation, but you give a piss poor preparation. So here comes the piss poor presentation. Proper preparation prevents piss poor presentation. You got to have the proper preparation for anything we want to do. We got the job, and the first thing we did when we got the job, man, we came home, we tell your family, tell your friends, we tell everybody, hey, I'm on Monday. Iron your clothes, wash your car, get all your stuff together, man. 90 days later, man, you don't like the company, you're hanging around the water cooler. The same habit presents itself again and again. And I'm going to prove to you that the same habits produce the same results. I'm going to prove it to you. Stand by. Now, this is fact. The kids, the youngsters, not the kids, but the youngsters. Everybody's younger than me is youngsters. Youngsters, these young adults, visionary, you got to turn facts. That's facts. It don't sound right. Don't sound right, right? Don't sound right. But that's facts. That's what they say. That's when it's just, they understand it. It's irrefutable. So here's the fact. We are the common denominator for everything that's ever happened in our lives. The common denominator. You were there when you got the flat. I might have had a friend or a family member or something that's been there with you multiple times of situations and scenarios that seem get pretty tough, adverse, failures, all kinds of stuff. They might have seen you flop and fail a lot of times, but you're the only one that's always been there. You're the only one that's always where you are. You went to Houston, you went to Chicago, you lived in New York, you worked over here. You had this boyfriend, you had that girlfriend, you had that wife, you had that wife, you had this husband, you had this husband, you had this, you had that, and it's always equated to the same thing at the end. Who's been there but you? No one. So the common denominator is us. The common denominator is how we adjust to situations. See, if you're quick to anger, that's your common denominator. I get mad quick, and it is what it is. See what that is? See how it just flows together? It is what it is. You let it be what it is. It's always in a scenario of adversity. It is what it is. I've never heard, success. Man, it is what it is. No. It is what it is. Think about it. We can make it be what it is, but we have to decide what it is that we want in our lives, and that's a habit-forming process, and habits form over time. There's not a habit that you haven't had for a while. You can't have a habit that you haven't had for a while. That's why it's a habit. You do it over and over and over and over again, some kind of way. And then insanity, as we know, we've all heard, is doing the same thing over and over again. I'll add this, the same way over and over again, expecting a different result over and over again. I don't like people over and over again. Well, people don't like you. I don't like going over there. Guess what? They don't probably like you going over there. So it's a mutual cause and effect each time we put out a negative or a positive vibe. Man, there's my man right there. See? Facts. They put a Z on it. Facts. Will Scott, my man, out there on the grind. Yes, sir. I'm going to keep on smiling, smile lady. I know you out there in Ghana. Now, we're in here way in Ghana. You know what I mean? This is a new world, and the habits have changed. Let me tell you another habit that's changed, or another way of life, if you will, that's changed. Another way to earn that's changed. Another way to create a career that's changed. E-commerce has changed the entire world, the way we communicate. I'm here in my office. I'm projecting positivity all around the world from an arena that offers me a small computer to broadcast, and you get to choose what kind of broadcast you want to have. You got a lot of broadcasts out there talk about things, talk about people, talk about stuff, I talk about process, I talk about encouragement, I talk about the things that we can do with our life. And much like my dad, and he didn't give me what to do. He gave me things to think about, how to do what I wanted to do. Now that's something for you. Take that to the bank. Think of not just what you want to do. Think about how you want to do what you want to do. You know, then somebody's going to tell you specifics. That's when you get a coach. But in general, what do you want to do? And then when you get this, I love this word. I'll tell you a story about how I learned this word, specificity. When you get the specificity, that means, you know, I'm precision pointed on something I want in my life that's specific. I have a measured goal attached to it. I want to X. What is that? And what do you have to change to make that happen in your life? It's something that's got to change. Getting rid of bad habits. And who said they're bad habits? See, that's another thing. That's a whole nother conversation. Because somebody could force something on you that says that's not good. It may be good for you. It may be useful for you. Coffee, for instance. Someone could tell me, hey, that's a bad habit. I don't know. It'll feel good. It gives me energy. It's a habit, but it's a habit I control. And it's a habit that also gives me some focus. I like it. How about that? So it's things that you may do that may be habits that you think that you need to get rid of, but there may be an assistant of you, but there is control within the habit. I'm not going to spend all my money on some coffee. All right. That's the truth right there. Gail, I see it. Get rid of them bad habits, champion. Absolutely. Absolutely. As we get into it, you're watching the Morning Grind Grindology101 Podcast. I'm KeJohnna Owens. I'm out here making it happen for people, businesses, communities. My wife and I had a conversation yesterday. We talked about the community, being a community activist. You know, we would describe it, what an activist is. And an activist has many components, just like a war, right? When there's a war, you see the soldiers, some helicopter pilots, some jet plane pilots, Air Force. You got people that fuel the jets. You got people that tool them, repair them. You got a motor key. You got cooks. You got a mess hall. You got all kind of components in a business, in a family, on a team, when each part of it is as important as the other part. Now, you may get a heightened exposure at different levels, like a pilot. You know, the pilot, hey, that's prestige. But what if the pilot had no gas in the car? I mean, in the plane, right? The pilot had no gas. Where would he go? Couldn't go anywhere. So everybody plays a role, and the habit that you got to have is playing a role that you were created to play. Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan. If Scottie Pippen tried to be Michael Jordan, I don't think they win championships. If Shaq and Kobe, if Kobe said, well, I'm going to play center and Shaq was going to play point guard, that's not going to happen. So if you have a habit of putting yourself in environments that don't put you where you want to be, break that habit first. Get around people that are doing things you want to do. Get that habit. Get around people that are reading the things that help you get to where we'll start reading. Get that habit. You want to lose that weight? Get the habit of feeling good about who you are today. Don't buy the magazine model of who you're supposed to be. Don't buy the television version of who you're supposed to be. Side note here. In the store yesterday, I saw for the first time ever, I saw a doll, a black doll that seemed natural weight, if I would say that. Wasn't the slender one you always see that's statuesque, if you will. It was a natural, real body kind of size, body type. And where is that at? See, you can do something different if you see something different and you activate differently. Break that habit. Back into it. It's you versus you. You versus you. The only one in the mirror telling you to get that goal, make that thing happen, commit to that thing that you said you wanted is you. So as you go against you, it's just you. Hold on one second as we get right back into it. You're watching the Morning Grind Grindology101 Podcast. It's Chicago, KeJohnna Owens. Stand by.
At the end of your feelings is nothing, but at the end of every principle is a promise. Behind your little feelings, it might not be absolutely nothing at the end of your little feelings, but behind every principle is a promise. And some of you in your life, the reason why you're not at your goal right now, because you just all about your feelings. You all on your feelings. You don't feel like waking up. So who does?
Your feelings don't matter. That's the deal. You may feel like doing something, maybe you don't feel like doing something. Doesn't matter.
Every day you say no to your dreams, you might be pushing your dreams back a whole 6 months, a whole year. That one single day, that one day you didn't get up could have pushed your stuff back I don't know how long.
Stop waiting for something to move you and move yourself.
Listen to me. You better grow up and get to the point as a man that if you ever get beat, you better get beat by somebody that's just purely more talented than you are. You better not ever get beat by somebody because you beat yourself. If a lion see an animal that's wounded, or a real hunter see an animal that's wounded, what do? They don't kill him. Why don't they kill him? He already hurt. And they beast. A part of being a beast just ain't eating a gazelle. A part of being a beast is the hunt. It's the hunt that they're excited about. Real lions like to hunt. They love the process just as much as they love the prize.
The real lions, they love to hunt. And I'm a lion, man. I believe that you put me in an environment that I really grasp hold to, and I'm going to do the work, and I like to be around people that do that. And it changed my habit of who I like to be around. I used to hang out, hit the clubs, all the stuff that we do, right? Growing up and figuring life out, man. But I figured out that, man, my family needs me to make a sacrifice so that the things that I'm doing now can make a difference in their lives then, even if they don't like it today. So I got a habit of getting up early. And here's a couple of notes I'll share with you from my morning session, if you will. I already have attended training classes this morning, and it's not even 6:30 this morning. So if you say you can't get up, man, you can't win either. So I'll just put that out there. That, as my man said, them's facts. But here are a couple of things, habits that keep you from succeeding. One, procrastination. Everybody gets that. The biggest nation in the world, the largest nation in the world, procrastination, not following up, not answering phone calls, inability to be on time, talking more than listening, wasting time, not working from a planner. I'm just gonna tell you, if you don't have a plan for the day, if you don't have an outline for how your day, how your week, how your month, how your year, how your time is spent, and what your projection is, you could end up anywhere. So I listen to people kind of, why are you doing that? There's a lot of that, they always, when you want to get out of the box, the crab barrel, the crab will pull you back into the crab pot, because it's comfortable in there. The water is not boiling yet. It's kind of warm. Where are you going, man? Man, I'm getting out of here, man. It's finna burn. You don't know? The world is changing. And when you try to break out of that, I call it, that's a cocoon of comfort. Kind of real comfortable, real nice. It's warm. It's inviting. The people. It's, you can fail. You don't have to. It's okay. We all got EBT cards, the stimulus, and man, and you don't have to do all that. And when you subscribe to that, man, you right in line with not allowing the best of yourself to become the how you are in life. And when I couldn't speak clearly, I had all kind of habits that was going on in my life. I'm telling you, I got around people though that were willing to share with me some of their changes, some of their growth. So, one of the things is not working from the planner. So when I talk to people that are telling me about a thing that they got to do, say, well, let's catch up. How's tomorrow for you, or whatever the case is? We're trying to set an appointment. It could be any time. How can it be any time? How can it be any time that you have time? Not having goals. Not having goals. If you don't have a goal, the clear, decisive, really outlined goal that you want to reach of any sort that stretches you, not a goal of paying the bill, a goal of becoming something, a goal of accomplishing something. And my ultimate goal, leaving here, is the goal of leaving a life of significance. So that's my goal. And anyone I work with can fit their goal inside of that, because if you leave a significance, the work that you're willing to do is going to remove you from some bad habits. Failure to accept feedback. That's one thing I really had to get around, because I have I have an empathy, but my empathy is kind of low sometimes. I'll tell you why. I've been through some things that I know most people couldn't come through, which this allows me sometimes to take the excuse. But a lot of times there are reasons for stuff. And I got things that can be called excuses in my life as well. So we're all human in this process of it. But man, we got to get rid of those bad habits. We got to put in a focal point to what we want to do. And I'm excited to be connected to a group of people in a culture and a company in a business that I can operate for myself when I want to, how I want to, where I want to, anywhere over the internet, earn an income, take care of my family, design a life that I want to live, and put the energy towards doing it. And I don't have to, but I get to. I get to operate an online business that's in the number one industry in the world. And I get to broadcast to the world and stay positive about what life is offering us, while sometimes life offers us some crumbs. But we get to decide what we want to do with them. We could dust them off, it's not enough, or we can compile them and add them to something else. Put some passion to what you want in life. Put some energy towards what you want in life. And when you put your energy towards what you want in life, that new habit will replace accepting what you don't want in life. You could pray for it, you could ask for it, you can wait for it, or you could pray for it, you can activate towards it, and you could go get it. I work around go-getters, and before I get out of here, I got to send some shouts out to some amazing partners and success. Man, I'm looking to work with amazing companies. LA is it's my home, out of Pasadena, and I guess Southern California being such a vital, energetic, always on the go environment. Love it. Amazing relationship. DNA of the grind, Mr. Roscoe Owens got us connected everywhere in Southern California. So I'm looking forward to helping as many entrepreneurs, business owners, nonprofit organizations, community leaders, spread the word about what you do. Let's get together. Let's figure it out. I'm excited about what we're doing. I got to tell you a story there about an amazing young lady out there in Pomona, California, where I get my suits, my ties, where I get my outfit. And if you're about being professional and you're in Southern California, you should check them out too. Miss Accessories and Things. Stand by.
Smith Draper here at Ms. Smith's Accessories and Things, the biggest old hat shop, fashion store in Indian Valley. 743 North Indian Hill in the great city of Pomona, California. Telephone number 951-712-3448. We want to see you.
Hi, my name is KeJohnna Owens. I am co-founder of Success Express Marketing Solutions. Our business is cultivating more business for your business. I want to tell you real quick about our program that is one of the most comprehensive business development online marketing support programs out there, which is the VASP, VASP, Virtual Assistant Support Program. This system allows you to operate and run your business while we help monitor and help you cultivate more business for your business online. Contact us at 909-686-1698 and visit us online at successexpressmarketing.com. Look forward to helping you take your business to the next level.
Jazzabrations is unique in the fact that we honor jazz and blues legends over the age of 65 who have contributed more than 25 years to the industry. Our performances educate our families about legacy preservation, and as we entertain our communities to have fun and to be educated about keeping the legacies alive.
Welcome to the Jazz Zone. Allow the Jazz Zone to make your next event enjoyable and entertaining. The Jazz Zone is great for private parties, weddings, festivals, fundraisers, grand openings, and corporate affairs. Move up to the next level of entertaining with the Jazz Zone. Check out our website at jazzzone.net. That's JAZZZONE.net. Or call the Jazz Zone at 626-798-6848.
Success Express Marketing Solutions presents your virtual video podcast studio. Let the Success Express team help bring your podcasting dreams to life. Here's what we do. We help you come up with show ideas, design graphics for your show, set up your podcast studio, and run the back end of your show. So what do? Be ready for your show. Make sure your guests are ready. Log into the virtual studio, turn your cameras on, and go. Not sure you're ready to go live on a monthly or a weekly basis? You can get the Try Us Out Success Special. It's only $97 with free design setup. All you got to do is try us out, and I guarantee you're going to want more. So get set up today with your virtual video podcast studio from Success Express Marketing Solutions. So go online to Success Express MKTG, and we'll get you set up today. Sign up now and get our free ebook, Modern Podcasting, that'll teach you all the techniques you need to know to get your podcast started today.
Absolutely, Miss accessories and things. We got LA South Chamber of Commerce, Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce, Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, the Jazz Zone, Jazz Vibration, Legacy Foundation out there in Leimert Park doing amazing work. I thank you. I appreciate you all. Kennedy Austin Foundation, as well as many, many others. And to my Planet Marketing brothers and sisters worldwide, man, operating an online travel agency with IntelliTravel and being able to sell the opportunity through Planet Marketing is an amazing, amazing, amazing opportunity. If you're looking to start another lifestyle, enjoy the lifestyle of travel, own and operate your own travel business, and be able to, if you will, have the license to help others do the same thing, I'll surely want to talk to you. Text the information scrolling across the bottom of the screen. And I would love to have a conversation about the smart business practices and principles in the number one industry of the world, travel, and one of the best industries in the world, network marketing, to operate an online business from home. If you're looking to make a change, you want to put some of those habits we just talked about to work, let's talk about how we can apply it to a personal development program that happens to have a high level of compensation plan attached to it. Honored, blessed, and ready to win. Let's get on to it for today. It's going to be an amazing day. Get out there and succeed on purpose, man. Thank you for tuning in to the Morning Grind Grindology101 Podcast. I'm your guy, KeJohnna Owens. Each and every Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, generally to 6:30. Thank you for the extended time today. We look to deliver encouragement, empowerment, motivation, inspiration. And the one thing about it is you got to apply the work. Apply the level of the work you do to match the level of the faith you have. Now, we got the faith of the mustard seed, and I'm a babe in the word. But that mustard seed to him is just what that is. But that mustard seed on earth is amazing. So get out there and get what's yours. Have an amazing day. Win on purpose, man. Ain't nothing working but the work. We see you on the other side.